Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. If you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you're a return subscriber, it's nice to have you back. Welcome. So guys, a lot of the time people learn how to make their pattern or their trouser pattern, their palazzo pattern online, but they actually don't know how to cut it on the fabric. So that's why we're having this tutorial to teach you guys how to cut your palazzo pants trouser on the fabric. So guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's proceed with this. So here we go. This is our pattern, our palazzo pattern. This is the center front. It says here fabric unfold, cut 2 times. So at the end of this, you should have 2 of these pieces after cutting it. So let's put the center back aside while we proceed with the center front. This is our waistline, our hip line, our crotch seam, our crotch line, and on the side we have our inseam allowance. On the other side we have our side seam allowance and also our hemming allowance. So on the center front we'll also be adding our front hip pocket. And if you want to learn how to draft your front hip pattern, I will leave the link down below. Also cut this on fold, so your fabric will be on fold. So for the center back, we have our hemming allowance, we have our out seam allowance, and we have our side seam allowance. It's also written on our center back here, fabric on fold, so you should have 2 of these after cutting it. So here we have our crotch line, our hip line, our waistline, and our crotch seam line. And then make sure you place your pattern nicely on the fabric and secure it with pins all the way around. And if your pattern is longer than the length of the fabric, you can also turn the fabric to the other way around, making it much longer than the usual. Then cut the fabric all the way down. Please guys, make sure you lay your fabric straighter than I did here. And then I'll go ahead to cut the crotch area. So I'll be cutting this straight down. And also add 1.5 inch hemming allowance. So that's 1.5 inch hemming allowance. That's the fabric we have at the edge. So here we go, the center back, cutting the waistline area, then the crotch seam area. And then cutting, I'll have to cut this all the way down straight, and be careful not to cut into your seam. On the side seam area, cut straight down to take out excess fabric. Then add your 1.5 inch allowance, which is the extra fabric we have at the bottom area. So here we go, it's ready. We have trimmed off all the excess fabric on our center back pattern. So let's proceed. On the pocket pattern, cut out all excess fabric. So guys, if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please subscribe right away and also hit the notification bell. And then notch your side seam area. Now notching your side seam area is for you to know where you will start to stitch. So let's notch, guys. Keep notching the side seam area, the crotch seam area. Here we go. So we've notched all our points, all the places where we'll be starting our stitch from. So guys, we'll do the same for the center back. You notch all the side seam area and the crotch area. So also for the darts, we'll also be notching the first line and the third line, leaving the middle line, just to that way we'll be able to fold our darts and know where our darts will be meeting. That brings us to the end of this tutorial. Bye.